Here was number 4. Results. Results. Every once in a while you've got to take a measure. See how you're doing with these 3 pieces. Philosophy, attitude, activity. Now we take a measure called results. What are the results at the end of the day? The results at the end of the week? You can't let too much time go by without checking. When time goes by, 6 years, I'd been out there working when I met my teacher, Mr. Schoaf. Schoaf said, "Well, Mr. Rohn, let's just go through a little summary here," he said. "In the last 6 years, how much money have you saved and invested? Let's go through a little tab list here. How much money have you saved and invested the last 6 years?" I said, "What?" "0. He said, "You have messed up. You remember these notes?" I like that. Messed up. He said, "Who sold you on that plan?" I thought, my gosh, the man's right. I'm a nice guy. I bought the wrong plan. What if you were 50 and broke? Right. Didn't need to change countries. Bought the wrong plan. What a sad scenario that would be. But Schoaf said these questions. Let's go through some results. He said, "How many books have you read in the last 90 days? I said, "What?" 0. Wisdom of the world available. Change your life. Change your future. Wisdom of the world available. Develop any skill you want. Earn the kind of income you want. Have all the treasures you want. Equities you want. Relationship with your family that you want. Everything that you want available. And the wisdom of the world to help you get it. I hadn't read any books in the last 90 days. My teacher said, "Mr. Rohn, you have messed up. I'm telling you, you've got the deal." Schoaf said, "Mr. Rohn, in the last 6 months, how many classes have you taken to improve your skills? Or to develop new skills? Go for the American dream, become rich and powerful and sophisticated and healthy and influential? How many classes have you taken in the last 6 months?" I said, "How many?" 0. He said, "You have messed up. You don't need to unmess the country. You don't need to straighten out the perplexed. You don't need to straighten out any of this stuff. All you got to do is look within and let results teach you a great deal about your own activity, your own attitude, and your own philosophy." I went through that process. Take this phrase home. Results is the name of the game. What other game is there? Results. Here's all life asked us to do. Make measurable progress in reasonable time. Just take home that little phrase. Good phrase. We're asked in life, simply, to make measurable progress in reasonable time. We demand it of our children. How many years do you want your child to spend in 4th grade? Approximately. About 1. If it looks like they're not gonna make it, we pour on the pressure. Called legitimate pressure. Lack of results. Peer pressure, family pressure, school pressure, community pressure, every other kind of pressure it can bring to bear. Why? You can't stay more than 1 year in 4th grade. As parents, you'd have to leave the community. You say, "Well, what if they're nice kids? Wouldn't you give him 3 or 4 years?" The answer is no. You've got to make better progress than that. You've got to check fairly often. Some things you've got to check every day. Some things you've got to check at least by the end of the week. Salesman joins a little sales company. He's supposed to make 10 calls first week. Wouldn't it be legitimate calling him in on Friday and say, "John." "What? How many calls?" "I mean, this stuff is simple." John says, "Well," say, "John, won't fit in this little box here." "Well?" Now John starts with a story. You say, "John, I made this little box so small, so a story won't fit." "I don't need a story." "I need what?" A number. A number. What will a number tell me? Everything. John's was supposed to make 10 calls. What if he made 20? You say, Wow, we got somebody." What if you only made 1 call? Whoa! Will that tell us something about John's philosophy? And the answer is yes. Will it tell us something about his attitude? Of course. Will it tell us something about his disciplines? Of course. And if he wants a lesson in life change, all he has to do is be willing to face the numbers and come up with the results that will teach you to either celebrate if you got good results or fix whatever needs to be fixed in your philosophy, attitude, activity called disciplines. You don't need to go anywhere else. I do believe in affirmations. They are of value as long as you affirm the truth, because it says in ancient scripts, the truth will set you free. Free to do what? Amend your errors and pick up new disciplines. That's what the truth is for, to help us amend our errors and pick up the disciplines for life change. That's what the truth is for. So I do believe in affirming the truth. If you're broke, best thing to affirm is, I am broke. You put that up on the refrigerator where you can see it every day. I mean, that's how you do that. Now, if you need a little additional affirmation, you just put up there, I'm 40 and broke. I mean, you know that ought to do it. And if you need just a little more, put up there, I live in America and I'm 40 and broke. That's enough to turn your life around. It says, hey, something is wrong. Somewhere I have messed up. And I'm telling you that if you'll start with that, it's called the process of life change. And it doesn't matter how small the process is to start. One discipline starts, and then one discipline feeds another, and the first thing you know, you've got this whole cycle in an upward positive motion. And it's called life change. It's called income change. It's called health change. Relationship with your family change. Equity is unprecedented that you can have in numbers that will stagger the imagination if you do not curse what's available and start amending what's possible to get the results that you want. I don't think I could put it in any better language. That's it. Kids can do it. Teenagers can do it. Parents can do it. Managers can do it. Right? Government officials can do it. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do this stuff called personal change. Wow. Results is the name of the game. Success is a numbers game. Good note to make. Success is a numbers game. You've got to go for the numbers. You've got to understand what the numbers are. How many pounds overweight should you be at age 50? Approximate? John says, I got big bones. We'll give you 10 pounds. 10 pounds for big bones. Otherwise, come on John, 20 pounds, 25 pounds? Shooting to turn on the caution light at work and at home? Blinking caution lights, and they say, well, what's that caution light? Well, John's up about 20 to 25 pounds. We've got the blinking light going at home, got it going here at work. To remind him what? Wrong numbers. 35 to 40 pounds. Red light blinking at home. So they say, what's that blinking red light? John's up about 40 pounds. 50 pounds. We've got the siren. Wah, wah, wah. What's that siren at home and at work? John's up about 50 pounds. Cholesterol, almost out of control. Come on. Success is a numbers game. I'm asking you to be mature enough